And welcome back to the Lake of the Ozarks for 2024 Monster Energy Lake Shootout, powered by Performance Boat Center. Coverage of the shootouts. I'm Rod Smith, your host, along with Shane Sherman on the end, and Nikki Montlick has joined us. Nikki, thanks for joining us here. Montlick injury attorneys have gotten into this racing industry very recently, and you found kind of instant success with this.
Yeah, well, we partnered with a really great team. We are new to the sport. This is our first season being involved, and we partnered with Doug Wright Powerboats and J.R. Adon and his son Logan, who actually drives our 450 boat. And we've just had an incredible experience so far, so much so that now I'm actually getting in the boat today.
You are?
Yep, and I'm going to be doing the shootout and then the kilo run tomorrow.
You're doing both?
Yep.
Fantastic. So after you get done here, you're heading down to the dock, and you are literally getting in the boat.
I'm going straight there.
Right away. Fantastic. Tell me, your team won at Marathon down in Florida, right?
Yeah.
Was that the first competition ever?
That was our first race. That was my first race I ever attended, our first race with our new team, a new sponsorship, and we won that race by over a minute and 10 seconds. It was truly incredible to watch.
It wasn't even close.
No, and then we had an amazing victory in May in LOTO here for the lake race. We had a similar, almost a minute lead, which was great, and we're really excited. We're going to be at all the Florida races coming up, so we're feeling really optimistic.
Nikki Montlick here from the Montlick Injury Attorneys and Doug Wright team, and she's going to stay with us through a couple of races here first before we get to see her in the boat. But Mike Jordan is on the course here at the 36th Annual Shootouts. Mike Jordan making his third run, and Shane, he was at 121 and 121.
So, obviously, 121 is a doable number for this boat.
Yeah.
Conditions have improved a little bit. I heard Willie talking earlier that there was a little bit of tailwind out there. You can see Mike's got the boat really aired out there a little bit. She's moving around a little. Hugged that buoy really tight there. So we'll see what number that brings back. But in the interim, they showed a little picture of an all-white boat being towed out.
Whose boat is that?
That is the infamous John Wayne.
It is.
And Clint
Are you
Eastwood.
serious?
That is the animal.
That is another one we have been waiting for all day long. We'll take a look at that in a moment. But that speed is 123. Mike Jordan betters his time by 2 miles an hour. Fantastic run. Again, Nikki Montlick is here in our broadcast center. And Nikki, your thoughts on coming to the Lake of the Ozarks? You were here back in late May, early June for our offshore. Had great success there. And you came back again. What do you think about this whole lake business here?
Oh, I love it. I love it. It was totally new to me, but we've had a great week. You know, we were involved in the block party on Wednesday, and then bright and early Thursday morning, we got to participate in the most incredible event. We got to participate in Wishing on a Ride.
Wonderful.
With Make-A-Wish, and we brought our 450 race boat, and we got to actually give rides to the kids and their families on the race boat, and it was a lovely event, and a lot of incredible people involved. Leah Martin and Tiffany Mason, and they helped put on this beautiful event, and we were just really appreciative to be a part of it.
Well, we appreciate you at Montlick for giving back in such a way. It is a beautiful way that the boating industry can do that, helping kids experience things that they'd never have the opportunity to do. It's fantastic. As we continue our race here, Carolyn Doris. Carolyn Doris back with her. There she is on the Tri-Tune. And Shane, you know the great story about the Moore Doris family.
You know, the godmother of the pontoons down here, especially the high-performance pontoons, and her family, I want to say, is responsible for introducing high-performance pontoon boats to Lake of the Ozarks. You know, Carolyn, the boss of the family, I don't care what anybody else says. You ask them, Carolyn's the boss. And got a beautiful Playcraft Extreme pontoon there. She makes a nice pass down the course. I believe Carolyn was the first female to compete in the shootout back in the mid-90s.
Is that right?
Been at it a long time.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's great to see as we get some diversity in the classes out here. And, you know, Taylor Sism, world champion racer. We have Nikki from Montlick here. It's not for just the boys anymore.
Absolutely.
No, it's not.
Carolyn, of course, the wife of the late Jim Doris, who passed away in 2022. This year is so special because along with Carrie Sixkiller, Caitlin Merritt, and also Carolyn there to promoting women's racing. Another look at Carolyn's ride of 66 miles an hour. And this sport is for everyone, isn't it? Wouldn't you say the Montlick injury law firm gives opportunities to all, and certainly, Nikki, you think this is a great venue for anybody?
Yeah, I love how inclusive the sport is. You know, most people don't know that all of these events, especially the races, are free and anyone can attend. But it's been amazing for us to be involved in all these different communities and really get to be out here meeting people. And you know, that's the heart of what we do, is we want to be able to be involved in the community and help. And this has just been an amazing outlet for that. Fantastic.
Nikki Montlick from the Montlick Injury Attorneys joining us in the broadcast booth here with the Doug Wright team, excellent team. And we are back in the course. Javier Gomez here taking the green flag. And Shane, what do we have here from Javier?
We have a 36-foot concept V-bottom center console. As you can see, does not have the conventional T-top like most of the center consoles have. A lot of the manufacturers and stuff, you know, obviously there's a lot of wind drag with that. So I've noticed there's a few different manufacturers here this year without a T-top. So I'm betting a lot of these guys are chasing down that magic triple-digit number in a center console, which is, you know, a tall order for a big open cockpit boat like that.
Javier Gomez here at the Shootout. They call him the Cuban Cowboy from Miami, enjoying racing for the first time ever in the 36-foot concept with triple motors, and that looked like a good run of 98 miles an hour.
You see, she just rocked a little bit of chine walk in there, so that boat is definitely capable of running 100. They'll go back and make some changes to that and try to go for that triple digit. I noticed another manufacturer out there with a big 100 on the side of his boat, so we haven't seen him run yet, but he's going to be chasing that number as well.
Nikki Montlick joins us, and Nikki, you are ready to get in the boat. Tell me what that's going to be like here in a few minutes.
Yeah, I'm so excited. You know, we got out here really early this morning. We were ready to go, but a little bit of rain isn't going to stop us. The boat's been running beautifully all week. We tested it throughout the week, and we're ready to get out there.
You got a great team, don't you?
They're exceptional. We have such a good group of people. Our driver, Logan Adon, he is so awesome. You know, he's such a humble young man, and he's really gifted in the boat, and he's very, very calm. And then for the rest of our race season, we actually have a new throttleman who's very seasoned and very known in the racing world, is Giovanni Corpatella. So we're really excited to have him.
So a good team on the courtroom and also on the water, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And there's a lot of parallels between.
There really are.
Yeah, building your case for your clients and racing. A lot of attention to detail, precision, and it seems abstract, but there's a lot of similarities between the two.
How did you get so involved in this? And I know it's just fairly recently, but how did it get? How did you jump in so fast? And what got you interested in it?
You know, we kind of were introduced to the whole world of offshore racing by JR. And once we got involved, we just found like so many different common values with the team, and we got bit by the bug, so to speak, and we just dove in. But it's been amazing to be in these different places and be involved with Make-A-Wish, and we also did an event with the Boys and Girls Club down in Florida, and be able to introduce new people to the sport has been really fun. And as I've been learning myself more and more about it.
Look at this boat here. What do we got? Looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah, not too bad, right?
So, Nikki, I have to ask, as you go out and get ready to make a shootout pass and a kilo run, will there be any little inter-team competition on Nikki running faster than somebody else? Will the boat go back out without you in it? And will there be a little bragging rights amongst the team of who made the fastest shootout pass?
There'll definitely be some bragging rights, but I think we'll have to wait and see. But I'll tell you, these guys are very competitive, and they don't say no to a challenge.
Well, and speaking of challenges, we have something new on our format this year. We are allowing some call-outs. So if you guys have seen the TV show Street Outlaws, any boat can call out another boat. You need to bring it up here and run it by us. So we've had one so far. We're looking for a couple others. And don't be afraid to pair up. So if you need a head start, you can call a guy and say, hey, look, let's go out there and put on a show for these folks, but I'm going to need you to spot me a rooster tail or two. But we do have that coming up with one already. So with those competitive racers out there. You may mention that when you get back down there in the docks if they want to go out and put on a drag race for the show, for the crowd. It'd be great to see you guys out there in competition here at the lake.
Well, we certainly don't need a head start, but we're very competitive. I suggest when you take that camera down to the docks, you ask them a few questions, and we'll see what they have to say.
Well, I think we'll put Tristan up to that. She's pretty good at poking the bear, so we'll send her over there to see if we can get the guys to call out one of the other boats and get a little excitement going here at this shootout.
Yeah, I don't think they'll say no to a challenge.
That's great. That is great. They definitely haven't said no to any challenges on the course in the offshore world this year.
No, they have not.
Stepped right up and
They're
jumped
ready
right
to
in
play.
there, ready to go.
And you can see us at pretty much every single race for the rest of the season.
That's great. A commitment to do that in its own, and you guys always show up with a class act. So it's the folks that haven't seen it yet, they need to come out and look at it.
Oh, we appreciate that.
It's been a fun first year for you and your team, Nikki, and we look forward to seeing you on the water in a few minutes here and also in the Kilos tomorrow, right? So busy time, and we appreciate you coming up here to the set for a while as we finish off this hour. We're going to keep showing our viewers live coverage and some of the beautiful shots at the Lake of the Ozarks here from this one from the Thomas Construction helicopter camera as the boats have come back after that rain shower earlier, drove a few of them away. Hello, everybody. If you can see us or hear us, give us a wave. The Teague Custom Marine Cam in that boat there's the wave. Yes, we're over here over this direction, though. But it's great to see them, and we're back in the course. Caitlin Merritt, I believe, is up next, and Team Marty's Marine.
So unique setup on this one. They have ran the engines right off the center pontoon. So we have a tri-tune out there, a Barletta tri-tune getting ready to come out. But instead of this normal configuration where the outboards are set to the outside of the boat, they have set both of these onto the center of the tri-tune. So a little unconventional. First time, I believe, we've seen it here at the shootout. So it'll be interesting to see what Caitlin does as she comes down through there.
Gets the green flag, and Caitlin is on the course here for her first run. She's been at Marty's Marine for over 7 years, has been racing the shootout since 2020. So this is about year number 4 or 5 for her. Coming through the course with the pontoon, without boards, Caitlin Merritt.
The boat looks great. It's not bouncing. It's not hopping around or nothing. You'll notice one of the first speed tricks they learned with the pontoons is they needed to open the front door. Let that air come down through there. So one of the first years they started running, they opened the front door and the back door on the pontoon to let the air come rolling down through there. It didn't take any racer long to figure out where they can milk another 1 or 2 miles an hour out of.
That helps. We'll see if it helps Caitlin. And as we take one more look at her run on our Econolift Boat Lift Systems replay cam, Caitlin Merritt first run is 74 miles an hour. Good run for the boat number 72.
Pair of 400 Mercury Racing outboards on there is what was behind that Barletta, so 74.
We have Dirty Duck is heading out. That's big news, isn't it, Shane?
It is big news. Little history on that boat. That was originally an MCON Racing Super Cat that was retired. Slug Hefner purchased the boat, put some ginormous Carson Brummett horsepower in it. Boat came out last year, shocked and wowed everybody with a 194 mile an hour pass, fresh out of the box. And they're looking for that magic 200 mile an hour number. But what we have now is the monster.
There you go.
Energy Class 1 boat.
MCON Monster. And Shane, you've been telling us about this boat all day long. Here we go. Myrick Coyle, right?
Myrick's on the wheel, Tyler's on the throttles, and if I've mentioned it a lot, I'm partial. It's a great team there. Monster has came on board and just made the entire experience incredible, both with the boat sponsorship and the event sponsorship. These two guys here in this boat, tons of seat time. Brett was, as we discussed earlier, Brett is Tyler's cousin, and more like brothers, the two of them. Brett is the one that lit the spark for Tyler to get into this. Myrick, I remember Myrick back in the 90s when he first started getting into this, just ate up with it from head to toe. Once Tyler got a deal worked out with Myrick to get in the boat, everything had just panned out, and they have created a legacy in offshore. As you watch this 438 skater come down through there, a couple little hops, the rooster tail laid down, the boat sat down perfectly. A little bit of move from left to right there, real tight to the buoy.
Beautiful.
That's how you do it right there.
MCon, Monster Energy. Great run for Myrick Coyle and Brett alongside. We'll see what his first run.
Tyler.
Tyler, yeah. Tyler Miller. And
might be a good time to mention now, last year was the first time we had kilo events, an official APBA kilo event here at the Shootout. We'll be having those again tomorrow. Last year, this boat set the kilo record for Class 1. So
yes.
Current points leader.
Current points leader, 134 miles an hour for that run. Shane, that's good, isn't it?
It is, considering we're on a 3/4 mile course. The boat's capable of running up in the 160s. The shorter course, these boats aren't designed for acceleration. They're designed to run around a course. You know, they start on a race course at around 60 or 70 and then go up from there. So, you know, that's great for this boat. This is definitely not what she is built to do. Unlike that white monster we seen a minute ago, it is built to do one thing, and that is light the fire and point it straight and hang on.
And we'll be seeing that at some point here, right? Hopefully this afternoon?
They were towing it out.
Okay.
I was given a little inside information. The life expectancy, a run time of those engines is less than 30 seconds.
That's crazy.
It is designed, like I said, to do one thing, and he's got enough horsepower in there to get it done. So when they get that boat figured out, it will be a contender for Top Gun.
Wow.
All right, we're back on the water. Still, Nikki Montlick is with us here, but this is Jessica Pinisetti and also Sean Torrente in here, right? Is that right?
I believe so, and I think I've seen more ladies run than I have guys running here, which brings me back to my call-out challenge. I'm thinking maybe Nikki could just call out all the girls as anybody with an outboard want to give her a chance out there and see if they can outrun her.
Well, let's go. Why not?
There you go, ladies.
And Alien, here we go. This is their third run of the day. They were at 124 to begin with, 125 last time. They need to get up to about 128, I think is the fastest run so far in this class. And we'll see if they did it. Jessica taking that one home right through the Performance Boat Center finish line. So take a look at the replay. Cowgirl and Alien. As we take another look, we'll see that is another 125-mile-an-hour run. Another great run for Jessica with Sean. As we wrap up this hour of our live coverage, we want to thank Nikki Montlick of the Montlick Injury Attorneys and Doug Wright Racing Team. We look forward to your getting in the boat, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Very soon. We're going to see you first part of next hour. We'll get some shots of you getting in there, and we look forward to your runs today in the Kilo. Thanks, and thanks for all you've done for the industry, too, and for being a part here at the Lake of the Ozarks.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. We're happy to be here.
You bet.